Also, last time on Mystical Nights.
Yes. So last thing on Mythic Knights, the knights received a very special message from Hermes, basically informing them that Zeus and Hera are going to be doing a reigniting their vows re-inaugural marriage, essentially.
Remarriage.
Yeah, like a remarriage, like a renewing their vows remarriage kind of thing.
Okay.
Thanks to my girl Aki over here, just like, you know what?
Aki, you a bro, man.
Alright.
Yes.
You the
So I'll
best.
take the credit for this.
Let me just take some fucking credit for this.
Yes.
Ow, just popped my elbow.
It's not so funny now, is it?
Anyway, so yeah,
Sorry.
now you're fine. But anyway, so we open on y'all on one of John Henry's trains that is heading into Vegas.
Back to
Going to
Vegas.
Vegas again.
Oh boy.
Vegas.
Viva Las
Not
Vegas.
Vegas.
You beat me to it. I just put the song on.
Las Vegas.
Vegas.
And
God damn it.
yes, and as you're all on there, you're joined by a few of the American gods, though. Of course, John Henry is there. You're joined by Briar Rabbit,
Johnny Appleseed?
Johnny Appleseed, William Bonney, and of course,
Yeah.
John Sam. Not what? God damn it! Why can't I think of his name?
Appleseed.
Uncle Sam. Jesus Christ!
Uncle Sam.
I
Jesus.
was gonna say,
what?
that's
I never thought in a million years I'd forget Uncle Sam's name.
I was say, watch.
that's
Erickson.
sad.
That's just. We
No,
want
no,
you to join
no.
the army. We want
No.
you to join the military.
No, I know one.
The freaking American Pantheon.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know one that's even sadder. I know someone who forgot how to say thanks and thank you.
No.
Because okay, I'll quickly tell this story, then we'll move on. But it was basically he was getting like stuff at like Quiznos, and the guy said, "Hey, nice T-shirt," and he went to say it, and he couldn't think of the word, so he just went,
Was
yeah,
that Michael Jones from
yes, I love that." And the guy gives him a look like, "What an asshole."
I
It's the
freaking
best.
watched that Rooster Teeth animated adventure of that freaking story so many damn times.
My favorite is when he says he gives him the look like he gave me a look like what an asshole, and I looked at myself like I'm an asshole.
Asshole.
Oh my god. Anyway, so yeah, you're all on the train heading in, and I imagine you're all like just chilling, doing your own thing, and looking out the window as you're doing that. John Henry kind of sits next to Haley and just goes, "So now these here gods, what exactly are they like? Because this is our first time joining the pantheons."
They're a bag.
How
They're a
do we
mixed bag.
put it?
How do I put this? I mean, there's a few in there that are actually going to be very.
Oh,
Sorry. Chigaru is just going to give the most stone cold, like, blank expression and goes, some of them are raging assholes.
Some of them are actually pretty cool.
Yeah, some of them are
And then-
pretty chill. Just
Like
don't
Buddha.
be surprised
Other.
with some of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And I
so
will
some are
admit,
jerks, some are cool.
yes.
mhm. One of
We love
and
Buddha.
he's just and just Chigaru's gonna say one of them is my dad. My dad is one of the cool ones.
One of them's my
So-
mom.
Yeah.
Their parents are pretty chill.
I
And
still haven't met mine.
John Henry just goes, "Well, sounds like an interesting family tree y'all got there."
Yeah.
I
Interesting.
didn't know about her
Mhm.
until a few weeks, months ago. So
Hey, man.
It's-
or
it's-
just take.
Yeah, just a quick little catch up essentially. But yeah, as you get closer to Vegas though, excuse me, you actually get near the Vegas train station, and as you do, it is wall to wall with like people clad in Spartan like warrior armor.
Just a Sparta.
In the front.
And not only
I
that,
wonder
but
if we're in
you
the right place, guys.
not only that, but you also felt like a a magical energy like wash over you as you enter Vegas. And you finally notice there's a giant magic made of glass surrounding Vegas.
Oh.
What on
Oh.
Wait a
earth is
minute.
going on?
On.
Okay, does anybody know if that's always
Did-
been here?
No, it's not always been
It
there.
most certainly has not.
Yeah.
What
And
the fuck?
the second you land and the thing opens, a bunch of the Spartan soldiers, they just go like, hoot, 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 hoot. They're just running in, like, hoot, 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 hoot. And like they all like stop, turn, and then all like bow on one knee as any mommy jokes will be nuked, but the big buff woman herself hops on, this 8-foot behemoth of a woman.
Holy
Whoa.
sweet mother
Whoa.
of gods.
All the
All I
Spartans
wanna do.
all the Spartans do like a
Oh,
heart
new
stomp scene.
Street Fighter.
Yeah,
I
all
know
the
who this is. She's from Street Fighter. I know who she is. What
Yeah,
the fuck
it's
is her name?
Marissa.
Marissa.
Marissa. Yes.
Yes. And as all the Spartans go on one knee and she enters, they all like stomp where their heart is and go, Hail Ares!
Oh,
What-
Aries.
Oh, Aries. Okay.
That's Ares, the god of war.
Isn't she the same one?
Yep.
Oh, jeez. Wow. It's a pleasure to see you again, I guess.
Yeah. She walks up and every time she walks, you can feel the train like wobble a little bit.
Oh god.
Oh dear.
Please.
Oh dear.
Please.
Oh, dear.
Can we not? Can we
Slight
not be on
motion
the train?
sickness. Slight motion sickness.
Yeah.
Can we not be
And-
on the
Just gonna
train?
hop off the train.
But
Yeah.
yeah, she kind of like looks around at you all, and she looks at Uncle Sam and gives like a little honorable bow and just goes, Uncle Sam, it is good to see the American gods made it here safe and sound.
Yeah.
And as it happens, John Henry gives like a smile, and they both meet, and they both just give. She actually looks down at John because she's slightly taller than John Henry, actually, like only slightly. And they look at each other, and then she just does like an arm flex, and then John does the same arm flex, and then they both give like a bro arm grab.
It's nice. Nice.
And then
Nice to see people not fighting for once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cough,
And-
cough, Wukong and his boyfriend coughs.
Yo, at this point they're fucking, okay, okay, darling? At this point they're fucking.
They're basically the
I mean,
fuck buddies.
you read into it as little or as much as you want, is what I'm saying. Anyway,
We're making
Yeah.
this a fan fiction, guys. We're making
Yes.
this into a fan fiction.
isn't that what all tabletop games are at the end of the day? Let's just be fair.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
But yeah.
Especially considering what the My Hero when I did, dear God,
Yeah.
everybody in their ships.
Yeah.
Oh god.
But anyway,
So much.
yeah, you all did a handshake, and then Ares also looks at all the knights, and Ares just goes, the knights, it's good to see you too. And you came in just a nick of time, and does like a motion. It does like a motion as all the Spartans get back up and just go, hoot, 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 like start running back off the train. And then,
We
Yeah.
want to know what's. Do you
What's
mind explaining
happening?
what the heck is going on?
and Ares just
Oh.
nods as you all start walking off the train, I'd imagine at this point, as
Please.
Yeah.
yeah, Ares hops up and just goes, as you can probably see, we've had to tighten security for the wedding that's coming up.
For good reason,
That's
I
an
assume.
understatement, actually.
That's an understatement.
He's just gonna blink and goes, "This is all for the
Oh.
wedding."
And Ares kind of does like a little stop and turns and just goes, I'll give you a pass since you all are new, but I don't think you realize how big this wedding is.
Like
Well,
huge. Like
I mean, this is kind of god tier wedding.
I mean,
literally.
exactly.
literally.
So,
Very literally, yes.
very literally got to your wedding.
Yeah,
So
it's literally, it's not, and just going, it's not even just the fact that it's a god tier wedding. It is a wedding to two of some of the oldest gods in the realm, and one who is a literal god of marriage itself.
Oh yeah, well then. No, that makes
Yep.
sense. Yep. All right. We're at my lore Olympus. That makes sense.
Fair enough.
And Ares is
That
continuing to talk.
actually,
Wait, what was that? That Kage?
that actually, he was going. That actually explains a lot.
Yeah.
I mean,
he-
it makes sense.
And Ares goes, not only that, but ever since the wedding's been announced, there has been a huge spike in there's been a huge spike across the board, according to Aphrodite, on a huge uptake in romances as well as marriages, not just in Vegas, but around the world.
Oh,
Whoa.
bet. Okay.
All right.
Oh.
Valentine's Day came early this year.
Or
White Day
late,
came early.
depending.
Well,
Yeah.
late actually. Very
And
late.
And
You
Ares is
know.
going, and ever since this has happened, the gods have been working ragged with themselves trying to keep things working. The gods of childbirth have been working overtime to make sure all the childbirth goes smoothly. As you can see, my
Please.
men have been
Sheesh.
all around. My men have been all around trying to keep things safe and secure.
Right.
And
Uh-huh.
yeah, and as they're walking, there's a big bolt of lightning right in front of all of you.
You Hallie falling back on her butt.
I
Chigaru is just not moving and goes, well then, look who's appearing.
Aki's just hiding behind Shigaru.
I have this image of Haley falling backwards and falling right into John Henry's like arms as he grabs her.
Aw.
Quickly sits back on both sides. Like, okay, I'm fine.
Okay. The swiftness. The
Yeah.
swiftness with that.
But yes, and yes, as it finally settles, as the lightning settles, Zeus himself walks like out of the dust, and then Zeus walks up to Ares and goes, Ares, you greeted the knights. Very nice. And
You love making an entrance, don't you?
It's Zeus. What do you expect?
Hallie just looks up to like, hi, this.
Hi, Zeus.
Hello.
and he gives a nod to you all before turning back to Ares real quick, and just goes, don't you have some guards to manage? And Ares just kind of rolls her eyes before giving like a wave to all of you and just goes, I guess I'll see you around the wedding. And starts
See you
walking off.
around.
And then as he's walking off,
Try to enjoy yourself.
as he's walking off, one of the Spartans just goes, Lord Ares, we need, and before he can even finish, she like fucking kicks up like a cart he was next to and starts carrying it and goes, never mind.
Never mind.
Oh, never
Question
mind.
answered. Never mind. Moving on.
Hey, I need a. All right, never mind.
He's like,
Yeah,
hey, I need Jen.
If you
Never
couldn't tell, Louisa was a big inspiration for this version.
Oh.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I've been hyperfixating on Street Fighter really bad lately, so I've recognized her
no, it's
immediately.
good.
I could not remember her name for the life of me.
No, it's okay.
It's all good.
it's all good. But yeah, what if
I can't
Find-
find him.
Zeus is talking? There he is.
There he is. Jesus.
Yeah, but yeah, and Zeus all looks down at you, and he just goes, I'm glad. So I take it you all got my message about the wedding.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah,
We wouldn't be here otherwise.
exactly.
And
You're
then
welcome, by the way.
he gives like a polite nod, and he goes, "Come, let's take a walk."
We are walking.
Yeah,
We are
and,
walking.
and he starts walking with you all, and he just goes, "I do want to apologize first and foremost about this insane amount. I'm gonna lay you guys down while I'm doing this, so don't mind this. But
Okay.
Yeah.
but yeah, you all gathering in as you do goes. Actually, quick question: are you guys powered down or powered up?
We're powered down at this point, right, guys?
Yeah.
I'm assuming we're powered down.
Chigaru
I'm
is
assuming
still
we're
I think we're
powered
powered
down.
down.
Yeah.
Because if Chigaru was still powered up after the last time, he would be passed the frick out right about now.
Right.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yoink.
But yeah.
Boop. Yoink.
Oh, goat.
Yeet.
Don't worry, I'm not forgetting the
I was
child.
gonna say.
Go get the goat boy.
And where are you? You're the only one that doesn't look like the rest. There you are.
You're the only one that
I
doesn't
love
look like
One
both
of
of
these
us.
things. Not like
No, not like the
Uh,
others.
excuse me. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know where that came from. I didn't
No
realize he
worries.
would make me burpy. Anyway.
You're
But yeah,
good, you're good.
you all follow him, and you're following him through one of the casinos, which is just full of normal ass people, mind you. And
Oh,
Zeus
okay.
doesn't look like he's like in any like disguise like you guys are.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
To be
Why does
And
fair,
everyone
Wukong did
look,
mention there's a mist around Las Vegas that make even God seem like normal people. So
Yeah,
I know,
guess
but we
this is
should
full
still
effect.
be able to see their real forms, though.
exactly.
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm?
So I'd imagine. So you all like are like kind of questioning that why no one's freaking out that Zeus is just casually walking.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
A little
and
bit, but
yeah.
then again, Aki Shirley's way, gods and citizen just go hand in hand, so it shouldn't be that surprising, I guess.
But yeah, as
Shrug.
he's walking, he looks at you and notices that and just goes, "Don't worry, no one can sense me normally." And he stops and points at a mirror, and in the mirror, you see this guy with like a big biker beard with a nice big like gangster style suit and not fedora, but a hat similar to a fedora. I can't think of the name of it.
Oh, dude.
Basically like basically he looks like a black dressed Al Capone with a big biker beard.
Nice.
See, for
Awesome.
some reason, my brain was at first thinking Hulk Hogan until you said fedora. I was like, oh, Hulk Hogan
No,
would never
no.
wear a fedora.
exactly.
Okay, no, I'm retconning it. He looks like Hulk Hogan.
No. No,
No,
no.
no,
You
no,
take
no,
it
no.
back before you said that.
Take it back.
But yeah, he just goes, the veil tends to hide us to those that aren't privy to the magical world.
Very,
You.
very effective. You can see why.
I wonder if the real Hulk Hogan is here. That would be hilarious.
That would be. I'd be laughing my ass off. I'm not gonna lie.
Like, why are there two Hulk Hogans?
Okay, there can only be one.
There can only be one brother. I can't fuck brother.
Hogan, brother.
I can't fuck brother. Oh, I ate too much sushi. Anyway,
Moving on.
but yeah, Poinson keeps walking and just goes, as you can clearly see, I've had to up security with the wedding and all. And
Understandable.
I noticed.
I want you all to know that you'll be serving your duties in the wedding while also being sort of the added security.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I've been told that I've been the hostess of this wedding, so
And she
Or
goes,
like guest of honor
oh
or
yes,
something like that.
oh yes, my wife said you would be the maid of honor in a sense.
Oh, okay. Well then I gotta
That's
get all done.
quite an honor, though.
It is. It is an
No
honor.
pun intended.
It is it is a 100% an honor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm
he's
just glad I finally get to DJ outside of a fight for once.
Right?
and he talks about it. Goes, oh, that reminds me, you should all probably check in with who you're going to be helping with the wedding.
Okay.
Okay.
All
And
right.
just goes, but rest assured, everything's being taken care of at the moment, and hopefully things won't be too out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
Considering
And-
it's us, something tells me something's gonna go wrong.
And
I'm knocking on wood.
I hope
Ow.
nothing goes wrong, but what the?
don't
No,
hurt
that was
yourself.
perfectly. No,
Did you
Jesus
really?
Christ,
Not really knock on wood. My bed frame is wood.
Yeah,
Well,
Oh,
like,
come on,
you're
Nate,
right
stop
as
hurting
well,
yourself.
but-
For fuck's sake!
Oh my god. But yeah, you all
Oh,
walking in
wow.
as you do, as you're walking, you finally feel the presence of someone, and you notice up ahead a woman with a peacock on her shoulder, and she simply
Oh.
says in a normal voice. I hope I'm not interrupting it.
Not at
Oh,
all.
hey.
No.
Hera.
Hello.
Hi.
Zeus gives like a nice smile and walks over and goes, hey, honey. And he gives like puts his arm around her and gives actually like a very sweet and nice nuzzle to Hera.
Oh,
Oh, yay.
this is what we need.
We need more wholesomeness,
Wasn't
We
this-
need more wholesomeness, guys.
please.
Elena isn't saying this out loud at all, but she's just like, it's nice to see them not trying to kill each other for a change.
Just Aki just looks at Elena, just nods.
Oh,
Chigaru just goes, well, isn't this sweet?
And Zeus just goes, Hera, I'm sure Hera, these are the knights I was telling you about. And Hera just looks at you all and just goes, charmed, like very like uninterestedly, kind of barely making eye contact with all of you.
Yeah, I think Aki's
Honey.
the only one she recognizes anyway.
Yeah, I think Aki's the only one that she recognized.
Is Aki gonna say something about that?
A little bit.
Oh, what's
Yeah,
Aki gonna
actually,
say
yeah.
then?
Yeah. Hi, Hera. It's been amazing and also a blessing that you made me a maid of honor.
And Hera kind of like looks down at you and just goes, "Do I know you?"
At the
Yes.
party? Yes, at the party. Serena. I'm the one who was complimenting you, saying like, "Oh, Zeus, I didn't know this was Hera. She was so look at her. She's beautiful."
And
Mhm.
like
That
you,
party.
yeah, you say that, and Hera takes her staff, puts it gently on your forehead, and just scoots you to the side and goes, right, and just keeps walking.
What?
Okay, Hera.
What? Well, okay, Hera.
And Hallie goes like, Chigaru, please hold Aki back, please.
No, Chigaru is just he's not gonna do any such thing. He's just staring at her like, bitch.
Okay, I remember Hera being a bitch, but not this much of a bitch.
Chigaru's gonna take a
Oh,
deep
wait.
breath, look at the others, and goes, I'm gonna keep going. I'll be
Just
back.
Let's keep
Just-
going
just-
before.
Just Aki kind of just goes back to the others, just like.
As Hera's walking
Oh,
off, Hera
yeah.
just lets
Oh.
off a just make sure everything's to my standards, and she poofs in like a puff of like peacock feathers.
Ooh.
This is reminding me of something, but I'm not going to say what it is for potential spoiler reasons.
We're same.
Yeah, I'm getting the same idea.
Same.
Zeus actually like very calmly just goes, "Don't let it get to you. He's just been under stress with the wedding."
I
Understandable,
mean,
but
like it's a big event, so I get it, but like
I
that's
get
still
it,
a
but
little-
also kind of like
yeah.
a little bit rude.
Yeah, a little
Regardless
bit.
if she's the bride.
Yeah. Yeah. And Zeus kind of actually pats Aki like on the head as gently as he can, considering he's Zeus, and just goes,
Please don't smite me.
Please don't
Zeus,
smite me.
Zeus uncharacteristically actually like laughs at your comment and just goes, "Don't worry, I don't smite too hard."
Damn
Just
it.
don't
Too
smite
hard?
me in general because I made. Please don't smite me in general because I literally just made a little mean comment about the bridezilla.
And he just goes, "Don't worry, I understand. And again, don't let it try to get to you too much."
I try not to.
And he lets go of Aki and starts walking off and just goes, I would suggest heading to the main reception area. The band and some other people probably want to talk with you all."
Wait, shouldn't we get all dressed up though?
And he just goes, "Oh, don't worry, the wedding's not for a while, this is just preparation."
Okay.
Awesome.
And he's walking off and he raises his hand and as he disappears in a lightning strike.
Okay, just gotta go.
There he goes.
Talk about
Goes
it.
over to Shigaru and just like how dare she just slide me with her damn staff.
Chigaru here, seeing how upset Aki is,
Not even a
he's just
thank
gonna-
you.
he's just gonna wrap his arms around her shoulders and just pull her into a hug.
Aw.
Aw.
Thank you.
And as it's happening,
Who wouldn't
It's her
like
loss from not
that?
knowing how much of a gem you are.
Oh.
In
Is
all
it?
honesty, I think you're much more beautiful than her or any star
Don't
in
say
the
that on our wedding day.
And I out there just goes, no.
Even Hallie just goes like, "Aww."
Don't you dare say that on a bride's wedding day.
Chigaru's just gonna just look at her and go,
Okay, there.
I'm not referring to her on her wedding day. I'm referring to any day of the week.
Right.
Shut up, Leate!
Hallie just kind of gives a smirk, just like he.
The ship jokes return with
The
a
fu-
vengeance.
The FedEx.
Also,
Yes.
the fucking
Shut up,
fucking
peanut
ship,
gallery.
the fucking ship goblin cackling, corny. God.
Shut up, peanut galleries.
Call
But
me out, I hate you. But
Excuse me. Okay.
but yeah, as it's happening, so Haley, actually, you finally notice Poof actually was glaring at where Zeus was not a moment ago.
and
Oh.
Hallie looks at Poof, and it's Hallie, not Haley, by the way.
Hallie, yeah,
Hallie.
Hallie. I
Yeah.
can't say it. I hope I'm saying it right.
It's okay.
Holly.
It's okay.
It's cool.
Like, it doesn't sound like I'm saying it right, so I hope I'm saying it right.
Are you sounding out the A? Are you seeing the A in part of her name?
Holly.
It's Hallie.
The long
Like
A
Holly,
sound.
like Holly Jolly. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay, I think I got it.
Yeah,
I think
Hallie.
it's
looks
an
at
interesting
Poof.
name, so it was
I
hard for me to
know.
make sure I get it right. Okay, I'm sorry. Go on.
You're good. I had to actually
Why
look
do
up the pronunciation, but Hallie looks at Poof and just kind of sees the glare, and then she starts petting him, just like, "What's wrong, little one?"
And Poof
What's
just lets out
going on with our goat boy?
Poof just lets out a like angry puffy cheek. Murph,
Oh,
Oh, the small child is angry.
looking like an
first of
angry
all,
Kirby.
oh my God, my heart.
yeah. I was gonna say, first of all, that's just freaking adorable. And
Secondly, oh no, someone made the enchanted goat upset. I'm terrified of what he might do to it.
Who made this poor child angry?
and I think I have a
I'm
pretty good
good.
idea on who might that be.
My question is why?
That
Good
is very
point.
true.
And
Why do I have a feeling this is gonna be a freaking Queen Chrysalis situation, and that's not the real
That's
Zeus?
exactly what I
Yeah.
was thinking, and
Yeah,
why
but
I
not
didn't
about
say anything out
that.
loud.
but as you're all like comforting the goat, and you hear a familiar voice go, there you kids are.
Oh, hey, Johnny.
Hey, Johnny.
Hi.
And
Hallie just waves.
he walks up and
Chigaru still
notices.
has his arm wrapped around Aki, by the way.
And John notices you all look a little perturbed and just goes, homecoming not exactly what you expected?
No, we're good. Hera's just being Hera.
Jared.
A bitch.
Yes.
And more unusual, which is rather suspicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Hallie kind of looks at Poof and just kind of points at him, saying, "And this little one a little upset at where Zeus was. Is a little bit upset at Zeus, I'm guessing. So, trying to figure out why."
And
Something's wrong with one of the. Something's wrong with one of the two.
Or both.
both,
No,
heaven
that's all I
forbid.
know.
Or both.
Possibly.
Most likely both.
Possibly both.
We're like
And-
in a both.
And yeah, and like as you say that, John Henry just goes, but he goes, well, now I haven't met either Zeus or Hera, but I believe you kids.
Yeah.
Thanks, John.
They're normally not like this.
No,
How
they're
so?
not.
How so?
Huh?
Ugh.
How do
I
I
mean,
put
like,
this?
Hera's honestly not the greatest person on a normal day, but like, she's usually at least able to like acknowledge people who help her out. And
Exactly.
And Zeus,
Aki over here kind of single-handedly saved their marriage, which is the only reason this wedding is happening in the first place.
yeah,
And I didn't
And-
even get a thank you.
Yeah.
and Zeus,
Yeah.
well, it's Zeus.
This has actually been a lot more chill lately.
Yeah, Zeus been a lot more chill.
Is he normally
Yeah.
not that chill?
No,
No.
Oh, he isn't.
he's more prickly than a goddamn cactus.
You
It's
should have
like-
seen when we first got inducted into the ad night. He was
Oh
so.
my lord!
He was a dick.
He was such
I'm
But
saying
then
it right
again,
now.
it's
He was
un-
a dick.
Then-
You could make the argument that like him and Hera smoothing things over might have helped his mood, but I don't know.
Mm.
He
And-
was to put it bluntly, he was a condescending prick who honestly thought we weren't
Worthy.
worth it.
worthy,
And
but
Yep.
yeah.
so, yeah.
And
And again, the
he-
Jade Emperor said the same thing.
yeah.
Well, then again, he's also a raging dick, so.
What else is new?
But
Yep.
John Henry is actually like very politely like nodding, like he's doing the thing where
Acknowledging
he's
everything, like,
yeah, no, he's like standing there, like it looks like the information's just like hitting him, but he's like receiving it essentially, and he's waiting
no,
for
take
you
your
all
time.
to he's like waiting it for
I
you
would-
all to get it out of your system essentially.
Yeah.
Like
I
rant
wasn't
in a
wasn't
sense.
completely sure if he was like getting lost or not.
No, it's a matter of if he is lost, he's still listening. He's being a good listener.
Okay.
Okay.
And he's like caressing his chin, and post drop.
Who do we lose?
Post
We're
drop.
not friends.
Yeah, give her a second. So probably pop right
Oh
back.
yeah,
any second.
yeah.
There.
She's probably updating Discord on her phone.
Oh yeah, that's right. So yeah, probably that. We'll update pose when she gets back. That's
Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, as Cinder, he just goes, well, again, I've never met Zeus and Hera, but if you kids say there's something off, I believe you all. So I would suggest maybe checking in on the other people that are doing this wedding, see if they find anything odd.
Good point.
That's
There she is.
Question:
yes.
Is Anubis going to be attending or playing a part?
Is out of character? I'm assuming you're asking. I'm gonna put it this
Well,
way.
no shit.
Yeah, I know, but I'm gonna put
Well,
it this way.
you didn't say out of character. That's the thing. I
No,
thought.
no. I figured it was out of character because there was no voice to it, but I'm just wanted to
okay.
clarify. But anyway, but I'll put it to you this way: everyone who's anyone in the pantheons are gonna be here, so probably.
Even my dad.
Okay, so Chigaru's gonna look at the group and go, alright, this is just a hunch, but I'm gonna go find my dad and see if he noticed anything off.
Can I go with
Um,
you?
And he,
Of course, I'm sure my dad would enjoy seeing you again. He seems
Yeah.
to like you.
Yee.
and he nods and just looks at the rest of the knights and goes, "What about the rest of you? You gonna follow him?"
I don't know.
Probably either.
It's up
like,
to them.
I should probably either start setting up my the music stuff, or I should probably see if my mom and I guess stepmom are here.
Yeah, and I got the task of helping out with security.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what
I
I'm doing.
just realized
You're
Chigaru is
already.
Oh god,
Sorry,
it's
go
been
ahead.
so long. It's so long. I don't remember what Courtney's was either.
No.
do you
Elena is the DJ.
Yeah.
Holly is like the person who's taking care of the drinks.
Oh, okay.
Holly, I
Oh,
take
that's
the
right, water.
charity.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm basically the bouncer.
Yeah, you're the bouncer. And Shigaru is being as the host.
So, at a character watch, would you say I kind of sort of have like after the whole training session with Wukong and everything? Would you say I have like a better control of actually manipulating water, kind of like a water bender, so to speak?
Yes.
I mean, yes. At this point, you
Water
all are
flow
pretty much adapting to your abilities. You're not masters, but you're definitely acquainted to them at this point. Like water
To
and
the velvet
airbenders,
benders.
Perfect.
waterbenders,
Really,
airbenders,
that's
deathbenders, that kind of stuff.
Deathbenders, let's go.
Deathbender.
Yes.
I'm the
But the
first
one
ever
thing we can-
sound. I'm the first ever sound bender. Let's go.
Yes, go.
Yes.
But bloodbending's still illegal.
Oh my god. But yeah, and as you're all talking, and John actually he gets like a aha moment, and he just goes, "Wait, Jigaru, your dad wouldn't happen to be a guy with a jackal head, would he?"
Yep.
Chigaru actually nods his head. Yes, he is.
That's
You
the
know-
one.
And he goes, "Well, he's actually in the reception area. Last I saw him."
Cool.
He is.
Oh.
He goes, and he nods, and he goes, "Yeah." And it looks like a lot of people are there. Must be setting up for the after party, I take it.
To the reception.
If
Perfect.
anybody's
Thank you
if
very
anybody's
much.
setting up, if anybody's in the area setting up for the after party, it's definitely my mom. All right.
Yep.
And
Yep.
he goes,
Let's
and
go.
while you all do that, and he can't whistle for crap, but he lets out like a whistle, and as he does, David Crockett actually lands next to you,
Here comes David Crockett.
as does
Hello
William Bonney,
Whoa.
Hello again.
and
Hello.
when they both
Hello.
adjust their hats and just goes, "Boys, I'm gonna need y'all to help me track some people." And then William Bonney just adjusts his hat and just goes, "Whatever you need, partner." And David Crockett just goes, "Who we tracking?" And he goes, "Just looking for anyone suspicious. And also keep an eye on the bride, if you know what I mean."
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
And
Shut up.
Pretty
they nod,
much.
they nod as he looks back at you all and he goes, "You take care, Knots, and if you ever need help, just whistle." And they all start
Gotcha.
running off.
But I can't whistle.
Later, y'all.
Well, learn.
I tried, really.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
at least you gave it a shot. Then
Yeah.
that's all I could ask for.
Anyway, so yeah, you all head off to the reception area, and as you do, you can actually, the second you open the window, not window, the door, to
Window. Hold up.
yeah,
Like
the
a window.
the window to the place, to the
Yeah,
window,
we're
no,
sneaking in. Roll for
yeah,
stealth.
yeah, no, as you open it up and open the door to it, there's like a powerful gust of wind that exits the door you entered in.
Oh God, who's it? Who's the god of wind?
Yeah,
Oh,
Allie
like-
kind of staggers back. Not falling back, just staggers.
and Hayate
Pepper?
just stands there, letting the wind blow through him.
Oh, of course. Let the airbender get all the wind.
And-
Titanic?
Hey man.
Yeah, as it's happening, you can hear a semi-annoyed voice go, "Would you quit blowing the wind up?" And the guy goes, "Oh, how else am I supposed to set up the chairs?" And you
By
see
not blowing the wind.
a big fucking giant man made of pure jade is like
Oh,
manipulating wind and making chairs fall as he's doing it.
my hair.
Okay.
Oh boy. I think I know who this is.
This is
And he's
why his hair is
scared.
short as fuck.
yeah, but yeah, he's making it land, and then he gets a quick glance at you all and he goes, "Hey, would you shut the door? I don't want anyone blowing away."
Shuts the door.
We're going.
And he sets it down, and finally you look around and everything is finally like all set up and all this stuff, and he gives like a ugh. And as he's all like set up, you can actually see a few people up on stage.
Ooh.
Like you can see
Uh-huh.
like a man with a blonde beard, a very bright man with a little harp, and a goat man.
Oh man.
Okay, one of them is Apollo. I know that much.
Mhm.
Apollo, my boy Apollo, right there.
And you also see Azumi looking at them
Oh.
all.
Oh, there's mom.
It's like, it's my mom.
Yeah. And as the big jade monster shrinks down to see that there's Anubis actually next to him, and he just goes, "Well, your methods are certainly interesting, but you got the job done, Fujin."
What? It's my dad.
Yay!
Aww.
Dad bonding.
Hell yeah.
Meeting of the dads.
Meeting of the dads.
Yeah. And like keep in mind, like they're both big, but Fujin just looks like the Hulk compared. It's basically like putting Hulk and Thor side by side as far as like size comparison.
What the fuck are you trying to say here?
Best Avenger movie ever.
Oh god, that'd be the funniest thing ever. Fujin and fucking Anubis kicking ass, and then out of nowhere Fujin just bonk decks him for like no reason.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Hey, your girl, my dad could be of your dad.
And
Anyway,
I just was like, that's your father?
I think so.
Oh my word.
yeah, and they find the
He's
on.
not what I expected to be.
Jesus.
And Fujin finally like glances at y'all and just goes, well, what do y'all? And then his eyes stops at Hayate, and they both like have like a stare off for a bit, and then he just kicks as he's like rockets with like a wind up to him, and then fucking tackles him, and then brings him into like a bear hug and goes, "My boy!"
Oh.
Yeah, now Hallie Bubbles because of the
Oh.
rush of wind.
I can,
Yeah,
Chigaru uses
yeah,
I
yeah,
can
he-
hear your spine
Chigaru-
cracking from here.
Yeah, he has Hayate in like a
Right.
headlock, and he's just like he's doing the thing where like when Ed sees the Ed boys, he's just spinning around having him in a headlock.
Oh.
Hello.
as this is
Ed,
going on.
hello.
I just have
Ed,
I have this
hello.
yeah no I have this image of Hayate going like Dad, and he goes hello,
Dad.
Aw.
hello,
Dad.
hello.
Um,
And then
Chigaru
he
is at this point is just going to move and just start heading over to
Slide
his
to the
dad.
left.
yes.
There's our
Mhm,
Slide to the right.
he just
Crisscross.
jump dodges out of the way,
Crisscross.
like
Oh.
out of
Cha
his
cha, real
line of
smooth.
sight.
Sorry.
Uh,
Continue, Lou. I'm so sorry.
Mhm.
uh,
Elena's absolutely playing the cha-cha slide at some point. There's no way.
I mean, yeah.
Had to do it. Had to happen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, go on, Kagen.
Anyway, once Chigaru is over, well, that commotion with Hiyate is going on with his dad, Chigaru is just gonna look at his dad and go, "Hey, Dad."
And then he gives a smile and pats Chigaru's shoulder and goes, "It's good to see you again, son."
Just
It's good to see you too.
Hello.
I'm curious, before we get down to business, because we have something we need to discuss, did you by chance, do they allow +1s, and if so, did you finally decide to take the plunge and then ask Mom?
And he kind of like rubs like the back of his head, and he just goes, "Well, I've been a little busy planning the wedding."
Chigaru is just gonna raise an eyebrow as he slowly pulls out his cell phone.
And then
right.
he
You
immediately goes,
want me to
wait.
speed dial her?
Yeah, no, he goes, wait. I did leave her a message. I kind of called her really late. I hope she's not mad at me for that.
Chigaru is just gonna go as he slowly puts his phone back into his pocket and goes, "You know, Mom's never been the one to care about that sort of thing."
And he just goes, "I know. Just hoping I hear from her soon, and yes.
That, as I've said, she waited and never tried to date anybody else. I think it's gonna be a yes.
To be fair, that's some real dedication right there.
Facts.
That is some real loyalty dedication right
Yes.
there.
Amen to that.
Anyway, you and Mom aside, relationship aside, have you noticed something off lately, like with either Zeus or Hera?
And his smile kind of like fades away as it's now like a normal space, and he just goes, well, I haven't really seen Hera much, honestly. Zeus, on the other hand, he's been unusually calm since the rewedding.
That's not Zeus.
That's what I figured.
He goes, in fact,
Poof.
we had a bit of an incident where we thought we had a spy among us, and Zeus of all people wanted to show him leniency.
That's not
That's
sus
not
at all.
That is not Zeus.
There's an imposter! Emergency
I'm-
meeting!
I need to.
Yes.
Okay, then we're gonna. Do you know where Ares is? Cause I know this might be us blowing the whistle a bit too soon, but Poof got very aggressive, like angry, when it came to Zeus earlier.
Does Anubis even know who Poop is?
Yeah, I'm pretty
I
sure he
mean,
does.
Poop
Yes,
is sitting right there
Chigaru-
next
Yeah,
to Hallie.
Poof is
so...
right there.
Plus,
That's-
not
No, I
only
mean,
that,
I didn't know.
Chigaru, with him keeping
No.
in touch with his dad, he did explain the thing with Poof.
Oh, okay. Like I
Okay.
said, I didn't know.
So, okay.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, so he
but-
did explain the whole Poof situation. So
Gotcha.
he's
Okay.
gonna go, because if this is a fake, considering what we've dealt with so far, as well as what happened with the train getting attacked
We're in trouble.
when we were trying to bring the box here, I don't want to take any chances.
And he's not, and he just goes, well, I suppose that's pretty fair. And as that's happening, you actually hear, as he's talking, you actually hear, you, yeah, excuse me, trying to find that, yeah, I couldn't think of a name. You hear Azumi go, guys, you have no harmony. And looking at all of them, and Apollo just goes, listen, these guys don't mess with me at all. I don't know what you want from me.
I don't know what you want from
Elena
me.
just kind of blinks, and she's just gonna go over and see if she can do anything.
No, go ahead.
I'm going over to Mom.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, and
You did.
yeah, you walk over. As you're walking over, you can hear more thing, and the guy with the big beard just goes, listen, I just think we need something more poetic to kind of get people in the romantic mood, you know what I mean? And then Apollo just goes, oh, shut up, Broggy!
Froggy, I can't.
And then Pan is just, the Goatman is just blowing on his flute, and he just goes, and Pan, for God's sake, I can't think with that stupid instrument.
Pan.
I guess you could say it's quite the pandemonium.
Stop.
And-
Courtney, I swear to Christ.
Pan has his like eyes closed, and he just opens one eye, looks up at Apollo, and he defiantly goes on one of them, and Apollo just bonks him on the head. And then
As Elena's coming up and hearing all of this, she's just like, I see that everything is going incredibly smoothly.
Azumi is like pinching the bridge of her nose when you come up, and Azumi immediately perks up, recognizes the voice, and it just goes, oh, Elena, and just immediately like brings you in for a hug.
Oh gosh,
Oh,
hi.
wow. Oh, whoa.
Hey.
Yeah, and then lets you down gently and just goes, yeah, we've been having a bit of an issue with the music gods. They apparently all have different interpretations of how the reception should go.
Okay.
And Apollo just goes, "Yeah, I think we should have some nice party stuff to really get the people going." And Pan just goes, I'm just saying, I think some nice jazz would be nice every once in a while. And then Froggy just goes, and I just think we need some lyrical interpretation. Some nice, pretty metaphors about stars and poetry set the music. And both Pan
No.
and Apollo just go, "Shut up, Froggy!"
Can these
Really
three
running
be a
gag.
sitcom? Can these three just
Like,
be a
shut-
sitcom right here, please?
Like,
Yes, please.
Shut the fuck up, Groggy.
Froggy
Okay.
goes,
Okay, look, to be fair, all three of you kind of have a point, because, like, one, it is still a wedding reception, so there should be room for some romantic music. Two, there's going to just be, like, moments of people, like, not necessarily feeling up to partying too hard, so so jazz music will have its place too. And three, it's a reception. It is a party, so we are going to want some party music. We're going to want a little bit of all of this.
and they're all like doing, and Apollo just goes, and he goes, "Well, maybe we could probably have a little bit of all of that." And Broggy just goes, "But what about the couples dance? Shouldn't they have something nice?" And Apollo's about to say something, but then I'd imagine before he can say something, Elena cuts him off.
Yes, they absolutely should.
And then Broggy actually like goes wide-eyed because I'd imagine this is the first time he actually gets a say in this.
No.
Aki kind of just goes over there just to see, just to go over there as well.
Yeah. Like, if there's going to be a couples dance, then yes, there absolutely should be romantic music for that. Like, no
The
shit.
bride and groom get the first dance.
Hello.
Duh.
Yeah. And he finally smiles and he goes, "Well, I'm glad, nice to be heard." And he goes, "I was just actually thinking of something. I think if it's all right, I would actually like to do the solo for that." And Apollo is kind of seething because I'd imagine being the son, he's not exactly happy. He's not going to be the center of attention for even a second.
Look, Apollo, you got your party moment. The party, that's your time to shine.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, but he just goes, whatever. And as they're all happening, he's actually like playing on his lute a little bit, and he's on his like, well, not a lute, like a violin, and he's just playing like a nice, beautiful tune, and he just goes, "Just thinking we keep things instrumental, something with nice, beautiful instruments, something to soothe them." And as he's playing, the whole room just is filled with like a very calming energy, and it's actually very nice. However, Elena is actually being flooded with thoughts and images of the Tanuki girl she met a while back.
And Aki takes her 2 pieces and going back to the group with Anubis and Jigo. She's just sitting in the chair.
As
Aki just sitting in the chair.
As Aki starts walking back, Aki makes eye contact with Shigaru, and actually just like her eyes kind of like bulge a little bit looking at Shigaru.
Whoa.
And the same presence that Elena is feeling, Aki is feeling as well.
Aww.
And this is why Hallie is in the corner of the room.
And going like, shit.
Yeah, and like you're all like, as that's happening, everything's cut off by like a giant, like a burst, like a blast of confetti, and just imagine single ladies playing as Aphrodite appears.
Fuck.
Oh my god!
That happened.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Hallie
and,
like, oh god, okay, I'm awake. Huh? What happened? What?
yeah, and as Aphrodite's walking in, she's actually joined by like an entourage of buff boys, just like following her around.
As you should.
And like like 2 of them are like carrying her, like by her like legs essentially, like they're acting as like a throne for
Again,
her. Yeah.
As she should.
again, as she should.
And then she just goes, "Now don't worry, darlings, the party's here."
God
And
damn it.
Oh,
and
wow.
and like uh fucking Azumi just goes, "Oh, Elena, before you came, I asked Aphrodite for help." And she glares at Aphrodite and goes, "Almost an hour after I asked you."
That will- um, actually, since both of you are here, have either of you been in direct contact with Hera lately?
And Azumi just shakes her head no, but Aphrodite actually gets like a little wide-eyed, and as he does, some of the buff boys start making like a case for her, like a staircase, as he starts walking on them, getting
Oh
down
my
to like their level.
gosh.
Oh dear.
I
Boy.
love that. Yes, queen. Work.
I just
And then when she's on ground level, 2 of the buff boys actually like cup her tits to hold them up.
No!
Wow.
Oh my gosh, I
Oh
remember
my
this. I
God.
remember this one. Yes.
And she just
Oh
goes,
my God.
she just goes, "Forgive them, I didn't put a bra on today."
Fair enough.
Oh my gosh, I can't.
TMI?
Yeah,
Like-
and
Like,
she just
I'm
goes,
just gonna look away.
yeah, but and he goes, "But to answer your question, I actually have been noticing a fair bit off about the sucky witch, as I call her."
God.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
because
Honestly,
both
that's
both
pretty good.
she and Zeus, when me and my friends went to talk to them a little earlier, they've both been acting kind of strange.
And
Yeah.
Aphrodite just goes, "Oh, understatement of the century, honey." And she just goes, my darling and beautiful husband, Hephaestus, gods of the forge, made this beautiful dress, alluring, peacock in its design, and she would not stop critiquing it. She was so ungrateful, even more than she normally can be."
Oh my
I was
gosh.
oh
going to,
my
I was going
goodness.
to,
Say.
you
If
know, I
that's
was
not
gonna say,
suspicious,
like,
I don't know what
have,
is.
I've seen Hera be kind of bitchy before, but like when
This
we
is
were
new levels.
when we were talking to her earlier, it was excessive, even for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And and
Just
she
Chigaru has a look, just a dead, like he's trying, you just as this cold look of going as far as to disrespect Aki and pushing her aside like a piece of trash.
Uh,
And-
okay, just like looking at you, Carol, like, it's okay, it's not the real Hera, it's just some piece of shit.
Yeah.
It's just
And-
okay.
and
Chigaru's
like
gonna look at Aki and goes, if it is indeed a fake, I'm going to beat her ass into a bloody pulp.
Not until I get to
Plain
her
simple.
first.
yeah,
And he's just gonna smirk and go, why don't we do it together then?
Lovely.
but
Make,
yeah,
make
as
a
I said-
race out of it; it'll be fine.
Yeah.
right. Make a date out of it. That'd be
Date out
great.
of it.
Yeah, and then
I said
she,
race, but that
Yeah.
works too.
Oh.
yeah, but as that's all happening, Aphrodite goes, "Oh, if you think that's bad, I even told you the worst things he did.
Spill the
Oh, let me
tea.
hear this shit.
She committed the ultimate sin. When that woman tried on the dress, she said she was more beautiful than me."
Oh
No, she didn't. Aki's like
Oh,
doing
no.
the Z snaps.
There we go.
Chigaru
Oh.
is just blink,
No.
blink, and goes, even I'm smart enough not to say that.
Yeah,
Like, I know-
same here.
I know
because-
you. I know you and her, and I think Athena have like thought about which of you is the prettiest before, but I would think that you'd be past that.
Which I won,
you
by
know.
the way. Thank you.
Congratulations, my queen. Congratulations.
And
Fair
she
enough,
kind
fair
of
enough.
she kind of
Says
she kind
under
of
her breath.
Yeah, as
Elena
you
just kind of says under her breath, "I'm pretty sure you cheated, but okay." Anyway,
and,
Moving on.
and
She
see,
did cheat in a
yeah,
better way, but moving on.
Siachi says, "Listen, it's not my fault. The most beautiful woman in Greece was already married, but that's besides the point."
That's true.
right. Anyway,
Moving on.
back to the actual topic.
Yeah, and C just goes, right. Well, I will be honest, Hera's not exactly been one of my best friends in the worst of times, but she is still the wife of Zeus. That guy scares me.
I
Understandable.
mean,
Yeah.
yeah, that's very
Understandable.
understandable.
I asked him not
Apparently
to smite
he's
me earlier.
apparently he's been considerably more chill recently, ever since this
And
just
and
gesturing to
Hayate
the
just
wedding
goes,
in general, just all around her.
Yeah.
Ever since this happened.
yeah, which is very suspicious as hell.
This is
Mhm.
extremely off character for Zeus, and even hold up proof. Even this little guy was suspecting something about him.
Yeah.
Buffett just going like, just puffing his cheeks like, poof.
Yeah.
Mm.
And and Aphrodite just like gives a nod and just goes, "Well, you're gonna have a hard time finding her. I don't know where she disappears to. Seems to just wander off. Whenever the receptions really need her, and only comes whenever they really, really need her. Like again with the dress, or even here, she's not doing any of this when it's her wedding. I know she's the goddess of weddings,
Yeah,
but
you think
still."
you would think that Hera would be micromanaging the hell out of her own wedding.
Cause
Mhm.
it is because she is the, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Cause isn't Hera the goddess of marriage?
Yes.
Why
Yes.
wouldn't the
Yeah.
goddess of marriage would not managing her own wedding?
Yeah, that alone.
If
just
I
speaks
was a goddess of
volumes.
marriage, I would be tit top everywhere in this goddamn place.
Yeah. And she nods and she goes, "Well, I guess," and looks at the stage and just goes, "Oh, I guess you don't need me anymore. I should probably be going actually," and is like actually very hastily like trying to make a retreat. As he like gets back on her throne made of buff boys. And
Oh, you're going already?
she goes, "Yeah, I gotta go. I'm sorry. I have to go. I have to do beautiful girl shit."
Ah, yes, you do you. You do queen stuff. You do queen stuff, my queen.
Hallie just
Okay.
kind of in the back of her head, just like, I kind of wish I was carried around by some buff guy.
Right? Same.
Yeah. And she
I mean,
gets
fair.
she gets in her throne
I'm
and
gay, but fair enough.
yeah, they get in and all the buff boys like get up like they're moving in one unit and start walking off, and they start making the familiar hut 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 sound as they carry her off.
Oh, not again.
Oh, not again.
Do
Uh.
all Greek gods'
Do-
servants
do-
just make that same sound?
That's
Yeah.
what I was
I guess
thinking.
when you have that military mindset.
I guess so.
What are you
And-
calling me out with?
Yeah. As it's happening, Azumi gives like a smile, and she goes, "Well, I appreciate you coming to help me with this."
I mean,
And-
it
and
seems
that-
like somebody was gonna have to.
Yeah, and as it's happening, Fujin finally lets Hayate go.
Can you
Yeah.
breathe?
Are you breathing?
Can you breathe? Is your spine okay?
Yes.
Deep
Yeah.
breaths, my boy. Deep breaths.
Yeah, and he goes, "Oh, I can
And
help
then,
with
like,
that," and
that-
he spins like some wind and just shoots it down Hayate's mouth.
Not like that, but okay.
That's one unique way to do it, I guess.
Yeah.
What are you trying to do? Inflate me like a balloon?
And then he
Kigaru blinks a few times and goes, I am glad my dad's not like that.
Your dad's
Alright.
cool, okay?
and then he
Well, good for freaking you.
and Fujin chuckles and gives Hayate one more hug, and he goes, "It's good to see you, son. We need to hang out during the reception."
Yeah, we do, because I have a feeling we have a lot of catching up to do.
And
Yeah.
then he nods
well,
and scratches his head, and he just goes, I unfortunately got to set up more things, but I'll see you around, kid. And he does like a running start, like a and he fucking starts flying through the air as a bunch of clouds collect under his feet. And then he pulls out like a big like burlap sack and just like tucks in some air and starts like gliding away with it, like the sack on his like shoulders. Just whee!
Have fun.
Well,
I tell you, have one interesting father.
Then Elena
Yeah.
to Uzume says, I had been meaning to talk to you, and I guess also Amaterasu for a little while. I don't think we're going to get a lot of time to talk during the ceremony, though.
Yeah,
Or probably the
goes-
reception either.
And he goes, unfortunately, probably not, but I promise I'll be making time for you. And she gives a smile and puts her arm on Elena's shoulder.
Okay. Have a good time, though.
And she goes,
And
thank you.
and if you need any more help with the Three Stooges over there, let me know.
I have this I have this image of, as you're saying that, you just look back at the three of them, and Brocky's
They're doing
playing on
the
the
Three Stooges bit.
no, like Brocky's playing on the flute, and Apollo just goes, quiet you, and just like bonks him on the head. And then Pan just goes knock knock knock, and he goes, oh, wise guy, huh? Pick two. And then he pokes his eyes, and then Pan puts his puts his hand like under Apollo and goes, stand still, and just bonks him on his chin.
oh my gosh.
And then Rocky just goes, hey, you leave him alone. Then Apollo grabs his nose and bonks, and then he goes, woo, 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 woo.
Elena's just chuckling as she watches this fucking nonsense.
Elena,
He's just
Elena,
laughing her ass off
we
right
just
now.
did a little too far.
The three New Stooges.
Yeah.
Okay, right now
Three
she's just
God
laughing
Stooges.
her ass off right now. Like she's just clutching her side.
Hallie just kind of takes the roof and just walk away to the corner, just kind of just like,
Just oh my
Mm.
god,
Right, they're doing
I
the
need a
fucking
second.
wheeze meme.
Oh no, I made Storm die.
Ugh, I needed a second. I'm just letting you guys talk because I needed a second. Okay, I think I'm good.
Okay, alright.
Yeah, as you're all talking, you suddenly hear like a very familiar voice going, Knights! 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 And it's
Huh?
Pony Express as he's like running in.
Oh, hey.
gather.
Yeah, he's running in, and he's running in, and he like, Knights ahead, and he like trips and bonk, and he immediately gets back up and goes, oh yeah, Knights!
It's like,
Hi, we're
uh-oh,
here. We're
bonk.
here.
Hi.
Yes, what's wrong?
And he
What's
just
up?
goes, he's like panting, he goes, give me a second. And he
Anytime.
like inhales, and he just goes, so John Henry, him, David Crockett, and William, they have information for you guys.
Oh.
Oh, okay,
Okay,
cool.
okay, let's go then.
Okay.
Where should we meet them?
And he just like gives a follow me, but as you're all leaving, Anubis looks down at Shigaru and just goes, guess it's time to go on another adventure, I take it.
Shigaru gives a small nod. You have the wedding to have some more time together.
And he nods
And
and
if
kind of
things work out, it'll be a family one.
he smiles and kind of rustles Shigaru's hair like a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And just goes, well, you make me proud, son. Go kick some ass.
Aw. Yeah.
Are you winning, son?
Shigaru
Oh, yeah.
smiles.
God damn
Are
it!
you winning,
Yeah,
son?
son of a bitch.
Shigaru smiles and goes, I'll always try to make you proud, Dad.
Aww.
before he goes.
And I'm not gonna lie, Aki kind of misses her mom a little bit.
Aww.
Oh,
It reminds me, like, I chose to go to Izanami, right?
Yes, he did.
Okay, I try
Yeah.
to figure out, like, whenever she's gonna pop up.
Trust me, it's
Yeah.
gonna be a hot minute for
Got it.
for mythological reasons.
Awesome.
lucky.
But yeah,
I'm just imagining Elena just like jogging after everybody else, but she just like pauses, turn around, waves Suzume. Later.
Yeah.
Turns back around
Yeah.
and starts running again.
oh, whoop, just get out of here. Okay, so
Just be gone.
Oh God!
but,
Get
but-
out of here,
Get out of
Zeus.
here.
but yeah, Pony Express starts running, like leading you all. He actually leads you out of the casino and out of Vegas, like into the desert.
Oh shit.
What the
Right,
heck?
we're in the
Okay.
Mojave.
Yeah, like in the Mojave, and he's running up to like a small mountainside, and you finally see John and William Bonney, like, and they start waving down, like, "Hey, over here!"
Come in.
Okay.
They're
Yep.
coming.
They're coming over.
We're on our way.
We're a coming.
Yeah, and you make it, and William Bonney just goes, "What took you so long?"
Ah,
You forget. We're not this guy.
And then Pony Express goes, "Oh, John, gee, I hope I did a good job there, John." And John just pats Stan and goes, "You did good, boy. Now it's just heading back, helping out with the other messenger gods there." And he goes, "Oh, God, okay." And he starts like running back to Vegas, poofing into like his
Bye, Pony.
horse form as he runs back.
bye,
Be
Pony.
careful on the way
Dude,
back.
there.
Oh, God damn
Please
it!
don't trip and fall again.
No, it doesn't happen, but you just put the mental image of he's running off, and as you're talking to John, he just gets attacked by wolves in the background while you're talking.
Oh no!
Not that doesn't
No,
actually happen, but you put
no.
that image in my head. Thanks to that, that was funny. He would survive if I did do that, mind you, but still. Oh my God, but yeah, as arriving, John Henry just goes, "Well, listen, I did some work. David Crockett, and William here. David Crockett had to stay behind, make sure Zeus is preoccupied because we actually saw Hera go in here."
Real.
We saw her. Wait, they saw Hera what?
And then William goes, "Yeah, saw that dangum woman go in here." And even though
Oh.
people were calling after her constantly to look after stuff in the wedding,
Right.
Suspicious.
Very suspicious.
and then
I have a hard time believing that the goddess of marriage would be out here in the mountains instead
Yeah.
of micromanaging the shit out of her own wedding.
Exactly.
and then he gives an nod. He goes, "I completely agree." And then he unholsters his like sledgehammer and clinks it, and he just goes, "Be ready for anything, Nats."
Right.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Do it.
Pendant in hand.
Pendant in hand.
Yep,
Uh,
I got
yeah,
mine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask that now before, because I'm gonna start laying down tokens in a second. Are you guys knighting up now or getting ready to?
Yes, Shigaru is knighting up right now.
Right,
Yeah,
now,
let's
as
do
we
it right the
speak.
fuck now.
Got
Now
it.
to
May as
speak.
well, why not?
Got it. I just wanted that clarification. Okay.
Yep.
But
Yep.
yeah, you all knight up, and once you're all knighted, John Henry kind of takes leading you with William Bonney, like right next to him, as he starts leading you in. It's rather dark in here at first, but then slowly, like, you find like a lantern as William like takes it and is taking point, and as you're walking, it is like it's just the ambience of like a dank cave, so you just hear like water dropping down. You hear like rusted carts like just screeching, well, not screeching hard, but like screeching a fair bit, like just and like just passing, and also like you hear the sound of like bats just like flying around.
Watch out for bats.
Eh,
Mm,
Aw.
bats are not that bad. The bats are not that bad.
no, I know.
Shigaru was at
We just
That's
look at
Shigaru
Aki like,
incoming. I actually technically have a pet bat back home.
Wait, what?
Seriously?
You never told us that.
Figaro goes, yeah, it's not, well, he's still technically, I guess you could say, a baby.
I'll need to see
And
pictures when
me
I
and
get the
my-
chance.
And me and Mom have been kind of taking care of him since we don't know what happened to his mom or his
Aw.
family for that matter.
Mm-hmm.
But there was some evidence that implied that Mom ain't coming back.
Aw.
Oh.
So we took him in.
Yeah.
Freaking named
Alright.
him. His name is We actually named him Alucard.
That's perfect.
Oh, that's so
Yeah. I
sad.
love
I get
that.
it.
Yeah, as you're
Cute.
walking, John suddenly goes shh to all of you, and then
Uh-oh.
you suddenly hear a voice. Actually, no, you look ahead and you actually see. Where the fuck did I put her token?
Yeah, where the fuck did I put her?
Yeah, like legitimately, I gotta reorganize these when I get a chance. Cause there we go. Yeah, you actually see Hera, and she's just standing there, cross-armed. Do any of you have the instinct to like run up to her or anything, or talk to her out of curiosity?
Nope.
Nope. We're not blowing a cover.
Yeah,
Nope.
okay, good.
We ain't
I
that
wanted
crazy.
to make sure, cause yeah, she's just standing there, and she actually looks like whoever she's waiting for. She looks like she's doing like the biggest favor for, cause she looks really annoyed, like tapping her arm and just letting out like little like huffs of annoyance.
Mm-hmm.
Lena's just observing right now, like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
same.
just looking around, and as it happens,
Likewise.
and as it's happening to you, there's suddenly a like a dark cloud forming, and Jacqueline the Ripper emerges from it.
Hold up a minute.
Oh,
Back, okay. Great.
lovely.
Yeah,
She
and
doing here?
yeah, and she just goes, "Oh my god, finally! Don't you know not to keep a girl waiting?" And then Jacqueline, Pros, you're kind of wavelengthing. Yeah, you were buzzing.
Sorry.
You're fine. You're fine. Just wanted to let you know. Okay. You're good now. But yeah, as it's happening, Jacqueline comes on, and also the Obsidian Samurai is like right behind her from the shadows.
What?
And
Oh,
even the
God.
Guy's back.
even the Obsidian Samurai like towers over Hera, mind you. And Hera is already like a big girl. So, and he just goes,
That feels a lot.
goes, oh, and he goes, oh, calm yourself, princess. Frankly, you're doing a terrible job trying to keep things in order out there. And then Hera like actually does like the finger point at his like chest plate, and he goes, now you look here, I am doing everything I can. And the samurai actually looks like he's about to like swing on her, but then Jacqueline kind of like taps his side and just shakes his head like,
Like, no.
yeah. And then the Obsidian Samurai like looks at our sign and just goes, well, is everything at least coming along for the wedding? And
Nope.
yeah, and Hera gives like a nod and just goes, well, of course. It appears that everything is coming in order, and no one suspects a thing, not even those pesky knights. And
Out of character. That's what you think.
yeah, and as it's happening, John Henry is like scowling and just go, and he
Ooh.
whispers to you all, "Hmm."
Wait, actually, out of character really quick. Sorry to interrupt, Watch.
Yeah.
But I forgot, like, can I roll for something? Because I know last time Jacqueline sensed me.
Oh.
I was wondering if she sensed me again.
Oh.
Oh no.
You know what? For no particular
Because
reason.
I forget I'm a vampire.
No, I know.
Shikaru knows this, the rest of the group does not know that.
Hang on. I'm gonna do
Minus
this.
my boy.
I'm gonna do this
Yeah,
off.
I was saying minus Shigaru.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this off roll 20 because it's gonna rely on this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll a d6. Call it.
Okay.
Even or odd.
Even.
Odd.
Even.
As you're standing there, he looks back and suddenly you hear Jacqueline go, "Speaking of the knights."
Shit.
Oh, fuck.
Ow.
Shit.
We're dead.
Yeah.
Well,
and
we're boned.
he smirks, looking as the Obsidian Samurai pulls out his fucking. It's a Cloudbuster sword in the shape of a fucking katana, essentially.
If you
God
don't
damn
get
it.
your Final Fantasy VII ass out of here.
Like, imagine Cloud's Buster sword in size, except it's built like a katana, like it's curved and shit.
Get your Samurai Final Fantasy VII ass, Cloud Strife ass out of here.
It could have been worse. You could have Sephiroth's sword.
Oh, that's very true.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And John, he kind of stands up, and John's the only one who can match the Obsidian Samurai in height. He's actually like almost eye level with them.
Oh,
boy,
shit.
this
Oh.
is gonna be fun.
Yeah, and John confidently starts walking off like with his hammer. And then William Bonney just gives like a chuckle and he just goes, now you messed up there."
Oh,
Y'all
fuck.
done messed up.
Sorry,
You
guys.
don't stop now.
Yeah. So
All right.
yeah, Jack
Let's do this shit.
Jack pulls out her gun blade and just goes, I would suggest just coming out at this point.
Just Aki just feels bad. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to get her cover blown.
Yeah,
You
not your
didn't do
fault.
anything wrong, Aki.
Yeah.
And
Shigaru just gives her hand a gentle squeeze. You never do anything wrong.
and yeah, he just goes and
Don't make me start squealing from shipping already, please.
yeah, but
Please.
yeah, John,
Bad
John,
time.
but yeah, John Henry just looks at them all and just goes, now you all look here. I may not be that privy to the God's worlds, but I can tell I know a snake in the grass when I see it. And William Bonney like spins his revolver. It's actually a very nice silver revolver, and he just goes, "Yeah, and now the gig's up because now we know." And Jacqueline the Ripper just kind of chuckles, and like her chuckle turns into like a full-blown maniacal laugh.
Oh, great. She's going to cure on her ass.
And it just goes, "Oh, please. You really thought we wouldn't have a plan for you all?" And you actually see Hera gives an evil smirk and she disappears into smoke. As does the
Oh.
Obsidian
Oh.
Samurai.
What the?
Oh,
And Jacqueline gives a smirk, and suddenly there's two Jacqueline the Rippers where they originally stood.
What the?
Oh, there's clones, pretty much.
Yeah, and she
yeah.
smirks and goes, Bushin no Jutsu.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Oh,
great.
Oh,
Shadow
God
clone.
damn it.
I can't believe
I
it.
didn't sign up to be in
Shadow
Naruto.
clone.
Come on, man.
Shadow clone.
Son of a
Typical.
bitch.
And then she just goes, and you fell right into my trap. And William Bonney like gives like a raised eyebrow as he walks up, and he just goes, well, there's just one problem with that. And he points the gun right at her head and just goes, now we have you outnumbered.
You
It's
do,
true.
actually.
We kind of do.
And then he just
Wait.
goes, and he goes, in more ways than one, motioning at John Henry, and just goes, I mean, this guy counts as like 10.
Kinda.
It kind of is, yeah.
Kinda understatement. He does.
And then C kind of smiles and just goes, oh, is that the case? And then C poofs and disappears. And now C's behind you all.
What the?
And then she goes, or did you just... Oh, God damn it, I just had her. Where did I put her? There she is. There you are.
Organize your stuff.
Up there.
I know. I literally have the tabs he's supposed to be in open, and I lost track of her. Anyway.
Oh.
But yeah, she poofs, or
Goodness.
maybe I have you. And she actually... Like, she says that, or maybe I have you, poofs behind you, and ends up grabbing Hayate in, like, a headlock.
Okay, Immediate
Hell.
reflex, Hallie like summons her whip and is about to lash out at Jacqueline.
Yeah, and Jacqueline immediately holds a knife up to hide and goes, ah!
Help! Need some help here.
Okay, out of character, I thought you were gonna have Jacqueline go for Hallie. I'm just like, oh god, please don't let me be the damsel in distress, please.
You really want that to
Oh,
be the damsel in
Hallie, it's
distress.
me.
No, I actually didn't this time.
Oh,
Oh.
I
okay.
thought it was either gonna be you or me.
Yeah, same. Because the vampire chick over here just like, oh,
That's
hold on.
why.
But apparently, no. Oh, it's me.
Yeah.
Did not expect that.
Yeah. And like, yes, he does like, and then Siachi looks and goes, that means you too, cowboy. And you see William Bonney has not lowered his gun. It's pointing directly at the two of you.
Oh. He's gonna shoot me in the head, isn't he?
Oh,
Wait, hang on.
I
Go on,
don't think he's running the risk of safety.
Wait, hang on. Kage.
he-
Sounds like Kage's gonna say something. Go on.
Can Shigaru, like, stealthily, in an attempt to kind of, obviously keep it hidden from Jacqueline, but can I try to have him summon one of his undead minions to, save
Free.
Hiyate?
Been a while since I've done this. I gotta look over the stats. One sec. Ooh, excuse me. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna have you make a mystical check on that then.
Understood.
Yeah, so it's 2d6 plus your multiplier.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's a 14.
Damn, all right.
hey.
Free.
Yeah. So yeah, just goes. Yeah, Jacqueline's doing it, and I'd imagine since Aki is so close, Aki actually sees Shikaru's hand like stealthily conjuring up some magic, and a shadow starts forming like right behind Jacqueline as a like a mummy man in like a Anubis like headpiece and cape is like forming right behind her. And yeah, and like Jacqueline goes, now look, this is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna walk out with this guy, and the wedding's gonna go exactly as planned. And John actually puts his hand on William Bonney's shoulder, and William Bonney like kind of looks up at John, and then he sighs and spins his gun and holsters it. But doesn't like let go, but
Shigaru...
oh, go on.
Sorry.
No, go on.
Okay. Shigaru's just gonna have a smirk on his face as Jacqueline says this as he sees his undead minion behind her and goes, yeah, that's not gonna happen, you deranged bitch.
Yeah.
And then gestures to have his undead minion attack.
Yeah. As you say that, and Jacqueline kind of like brings Hayate even closer, and she goes, "Oh right, so you can ice me," and then holds the knife really close up to Hayate, and then the undead minion just goes, "No," and then fucking swipes Jacqueline as he goes flying and hits like a stud.
Aki just takes the knife.
Callie runs to Hayate, make sure he's okay.
I'm okay.
Shigaru smirks and goes, you forget you're dealing with the child of Anubis, you cocky bastard.
Yeah, and
I don't go down too easily.
And Jacqueline growls and goes, well, neither do I, and pulls out her gunblade. Before she can fire, though, William Bonney just unpockets his gun and, like, fans and shoots the gun out of her hand. However, in the nanosecond it took for that to happen, she pulled the trigger and the gunblade fires up and ends up hitting a support beam.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh. We gotta get going.
Yeah, and
We
as
gotta
it
move.
happens, Jacqueline immediately goes, crap, and starts running, but before he can, before she can, William Bonnie just goes, "Ah, no, you don't!" She, like, fucking jumps over Harry and tackles Jacqueline as the entrance, like, collapses on the two of them.
Oh, dear God.
Oh, so,
They're dead.
so we're stuck in here then.
You're not really dead, but they're dead.
Yeah, I was like,
but yeah.
oh God.
Igor just looks over at the others and goes, "We don't have time to gawk right now, guys. We need to get back now."
We need to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do,
alright,
yeah.
Yeah. One sec, let me put down
We need to find
tokens so you
Harold first.
hang on.
What exactly are
Consent.
they planning though? That's my question.
Okay, out of character. Queen Cressa did it slightly better.
Very funny.
Aki still have the knife.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh, nice.
This
Okay,
is a
and
knife.
now where's... That's not a knife, that's a spoon.
This is also a knife.
I love your
kinda
went
just
to
hide
two
the,
completely different references.
Aki kind of just hit the knife in her cloak, because her cloak kind of have like a little pocket knife thing.
Yeah. Oh, pocket dimension.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no. Her cape actually does have like really cool knife sets. Not
Yeah.
actually knife sets,
Nice.
but like, you know,
Yeah.
the cape of holding that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm,
But yeah,
nice.
like the whole thing, like the whole cape kind of collapses around you, and I'd imagine you all say the comments about like all that stuff after you guys, like the dust is cleared and stuff, as you notice John is actually nowhere around you guys.
Johnny.
John?
John?
John? John?
John.
And then you suddenly hear a loud, like the loud crashing of something, and a wall collapses as John like stumbles through like the collapsed area he just got from with hammer in hand, and he goes, "Oh, don't worry, kids, I'm right here."
Oh.
Okay.
Would it be wrong for Hallie to go over and double check, make sure he's okay?
God damn it.
I mean, if you want to.
She's the caring one, okay? Shut up. Yeah, she goes over and like, make sure there's no like bruises or cuts or anything like that. But once she's done, she goes right back to the group.
Right. But as you get close, he chuckles and just goes, "Don't worry, I'm fine. That better than fine, because I found a little friend." And he pulls his arm up, and in his arm, you actually see a very disheveled looking woman in a peacock dress.
Hera?
Is that the real Harold?
Yeah, and the woman like kind of like groggily, like that goes, and then looks up and looks up at fucking John Henry and just goes, "Hello, handsome," and she kind of like she shakes her head and just goes, "What am I doing? I'm married," and like immediately goes to
I
her
was about
feet
to
and
say, no.
wipe and wipes the dust
Not
off.
dumb.
And then John Henry just goes, "I take it this is Hera."
That's
Yes.
You know,
yes.
That's a real one.
that's our real Harold.
That's the hair. Yeah.
Yeah, she like kind of dusts off her dress and actually looks at Aki and just goes, "Oh, I recognize you."
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, that's the real
Yep,
Harold,
real
right?
Hera.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay, there
that's
we go.
definitely the real one.
We're here to
How
help
did you
you,
get in over
madam.
here?
Yeah, I'm searching. But yeah, she just goes, it's quite a long story, and John Henry just goes, "Well, it'll take me a while to get us out of here," and he hits the hammer and goes, "Why don't you inform them while I see about getting us out of here?" And he walks over to one of the walls and he just starts hammering away at the wall.
Like, nah, nah. Stupid Mike.
And they, and Hera looks at you all and just goes, "Oh, you are the knights my husband doesn't like."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
And she just goes, "I cannot tell you the whirlwind I have been having as of late.
So,
Okay.
who's that impersonating you?
And C gives out a sigh and just goes, "It's that is an extremely that is an extremely long story, and I don't have the answer for it entirely, if I'm being honest."
Shoot.
Understandable.
Okay.
And he just goes, All I do know is that that woman is stealing my husband, and I'm not gonna let that slide."
Neither are we.
Go get your man.
We will help you get
We're
your
here
man
to help.
back.
Mm-hmm.
And C nods and goes,
I
"Well,"
can't believe I'm saying I'm quoting this here. Well then, I do believe it's time for us to pull a Shrek.
Oh my gosh. Are we actually?
Hey, we crashing a wedding, man!
and C smiles and just goes, "Good, because no one's marrying that asshole except me."
That's props to you.
And Poof
I
actually
hope
like,
everyone
on.
got. Sorry.
Nah, they're just
I
Poof.
hope everyone got the reference I made.
No, I got it. And
Yeah.
but yeah, Poof actually gives like a little sideways nod as as Hera actually smiles and walks up and gives Poof a little pat on the head. And C smiles and C just goes, "You remind me of an old fling of my husband's, a bastard child from one of his flings."
Wait, which one?
Oh.
Did you transform into an eagle or a peacock or a flamingo?
And C kind of gives like a deadpan look and he's saying, "I'm talking about Hephaestus." No, God damn it, not Hephaestus. I almost blanked on it. Oh god, why am I blanking on the name of all people? God damn it, brain.
Take your time.
Dionysus.
time.
Dionysus. There we go.
Oh, Dionysus.
Yeah, he goes, "I'm talking about Dionysus."
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
And C gives like a sign, just goes, "So many gods on Olympus, his bastard children."
I mean, yeah, wrong.
Yep.
And C kind of looks at you all and he goes, "Look, I can see you judging him, but understand, I don't expect mortals to understand our relationship."
I'm honestly stopped trying a long time ago.
I've been stopped trying.
Chigaru
I don't question it.
is just gonna look at it and go, I'm not trying to judge or figure it out.
C gives a sigh as
Oh,
C.
Everyone
Oh god, sorry, go on. I didn't know you were done. Go on.
everyone's relationships are different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
So long as you're happy, who gives a damn?
Yeah, exactly.
C gives like a sigh and motions to Haley and gives like an almost like may I to like take Poof.
To what?
She wants to hold
She
Poof.
wants to hold poo.
Oh, I thought he said kick, and just like, wait, no, you can't
No,
kick the
no,
child!
like I said, motion,
No.
motion to Poof, like doing a may I kind of motion.
Two, okay.
Yeah.
May I?
She looks at Poof and then just kind of gently like ushers Poof toward her.
She cups the little goat and starts cradling it like a baby.
Ah.
Good.
And she just goes, "It's funny. My whole thing with the whole thing with Dionysus was actually the one that almost broke the camel's back. I heard about that, and I had enough of him. I went to live with my mother for a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and the poor guy went through hell and back just to try and win me back. He set up this whole elaborate thing, commissioned this amazing philosopher, and his brilliant idea was to have him remarry someone, and it turned out to just be an epitaph of me. It was one of the dumbest looking things he ever made. And then when I found out, I was confused. He got on one knee and he said, "No matter how many flings I have, I only have eyes for you."
Oh,
And he smiles and just goes, "And it's true. He has his flings, his bastard children. But I know he still loves me. I still love him."
Aw.
need to find me a
Isn't it-
man like that.
Your guys' sounds like your guys' love is just as strong as the one between my mom and dad.
Hmm.
Aw.
Elena just Elena's not. Again, she's not going to say anything out loud. She just kind of mutters to herself, "This is why I don't date men."
Oh my god.
Right. I'm standing right here.
She muttered to herself, like super quietly. There's no way you could have heard her anyway.
Exactly.
but yeah, he smiles and just goes, "Again, I don't expect any of you to understand me, but at the same time, I still love him, and I'm not gonna let anyone get a hold of him."
True love is a funny thing.
The
Holly
only
just
way we're going to be able to make sure of that is by getting out of here. So.
yeah, Holly smiled and said, "As soon as we get out of here, we're crashing that wedding, and you will get your
Oh.
man back."
I opened something. Sorry if you all hear that, but yeah, she gives like a nod, and as it happens, you finally hear John way down this giant hole he's been digging, and then he just goes, "Nat, you might want to see this."
Okay, and
Alright.
they
Okay, going down the
follow.
hole.
Going down hole?
Going down the hole. The knights
Yeah.
go down the hole.
God damn it!
Down the hole.
I was waiting. I was waiting. But anyway, yeah, you all head down the hall, and as you do, you hop out on the other side as the bright Mojave. Not Mojave. What is the desert of
Mojave?
Vegas? It is Mojave. Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. Okay,
It
I wanted to
is.
make sure I was getting the right one. Okay, yeah, the bright Mojave sun beams down on you, and when your eyes finally like adjust, you actually see the equivalent of an army of creatures are marching through the desert.
What?
Oh.
Uh,
Oh,
As I would often like to quote IRL, "Oh hell nah."
And
I
then
think we have an idea of what this is supposed to be.
yeah.
and
Yep.
yeah, and Hera just goes, "This is enough an army for an insurrection." And John immediately just goes, and it looks like they're marching right on Vegas.
Allie kind of just stands there before she looks at the others. Usually I'm not one for violence. I like to try and talk things out, but in this case, how about we go crash a wedding? And she actually starts cracking her knuckles.
John immediately
Oh.
holds his hammer out and he goes, "Nats, are you just brave or psychotic?"
Yes.
Both.
Yes.
Both.
And then he actually goes, "Scratch that, you are both." And he goes, "That is an army. I could probably take on a small battalion, but even I'm not that strong."
It's better than having this whole army march on Vegas.
We can't just do nothing, John.
And John
Either we do
decides,
something or nothing, and I'd rather do something.
John just goes,
Agreed.
"I know," and he kind of sighs and he looks and then he opens his eyes and he just goes, "What if we had something as strong as an army?"
Like what?
Such as.
The army of the dead.
He
And looks
I
looks at Chigaro like, "Call your father."
Like everyone.
no,
Just that, and everyone looks at Chikaru like.
no, and he
"Hmm?"
goes, "No, I'm thinking something else." He flips his hammer around and pangs it on the ground as a portal opens back to where the gods are, and behind the portal, you actually see that fucking giant tank. Actually, I can Here we go. You actually see that giant battleship tank that was there.
The tank!
I see where you're going with now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's
And
have a party.
and you all get there, and the second you get there, he was all confident, but now he's like just pacing back and forth, hand on his like chin, and he just goes, "This is a terrible idea. This is a terrible idea. This is a terrible idea. This is a terrible idea."
This is a wonderful
This is
idea.
a wonderful idea.
That's the only idea we have.
This is brilliant.
and he goes, look, and he goes, listen. There's so much about this thing. Like the mechanisms haven't been used in like almost 8 decades. This thing hasn't been used since World War II. The fire mechanism's all analog. I don't know anyone who knows how to do that, and it's all steam power, which wouldn't necessarily be a big deal. But and it hasn't been used in a decade, and I don't know how to operate anything steam based of this magnitude.
Hallie blinks and she kind of like, I mean, does it help my father was in the military and I kind of have a general idea?
And he
Hey
look-
guys, I need to go make dinner.
okay.
Okay.
Actually, we are kind of nearing the end, so can you hang on for like 5 more minutes because we're gonna end part 1 really soon.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me just.
Don't worry, I won't make it too much longer because we are nearing the end, the stinger for part 1 essentially.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, as you're all like looking at that, there's
That was very loud.
sorry. But yeah, as it's happening,
think
you
we
actually
Spoiled
you
for the battle music.
but yeah, I know. As you're all like talking about that, you actually see men are appearing from the battleship. They're actually dressed in old World War II naval uniforms. And they're all older men, like in their 70s, 80s, and 90s. And they're all like
To us.
slowly coming out and crossing, and then you see Uncle Sam and the rest of the American gods are walking towards you. And Uncle Sam isn't dressed in his standard uniform. He's actually dressed in like a World War II general uniform. He's looking like fucking Patton.
Oh
Hallie
God.
salutes.
Yeah. And
Look
they all
over,
walk up.
Bride.
And Pony Express is like rushing up to you, and he goes, I saw you guys. I saw the thing collapse, and I ran up, and then, as he said, Uncle Sam just gently puts him aside, and he grabs Shigaru's hand and just goes, "Are you doing all right, kids?"
Yeah.
Shigaru gives a nod as he looks at him and goes, "We're doing just fine, but we're gonna need your help, and your guys' help,
And then,
to crash a wedding, and to take down some fakes."
and then, as it's happening, John Henry looks at you all and just goes, "These men are giving so much for their country. You sure you want to do it one more time?" And all the soldiers just nod as he just goes, "Well, son, let's say we crash a wedding." And as it's happening,
Damn it.
Yeah, Shigaru cracks his knuckles and goes, "Let's do this."
and as it's happening, all the soldiers are like rushing on top of the battleship as they're all switching on the lights and stuff. As everyone's getting ready, as it's happening, Hayate kind of walks past the like control room for all the weapons as Rosie Riveter and a bunch of old men are flicking switches, and Rosie Riveter goes, "Son,"
Hey.
and he goes,
Whoa,
"What, are you gonna just standing there
whoa.
staring at me? Get your fancy ass over here!"
Yes, ma'am.
Shigaru comes over.
Yeah, and as it's happening, Haley is in the bows and sees a bunch of the water women and just goes, "You control water, right?"
And she kind of just smirks and just lets a little bit of water levitate in her hand now. Yeah, a little bit.
And he goes, "These engines overheat constantly. They need constant water to keep it running. You ready to play with the big girls?"
The water starts flowing around her arms. Let's do it.
And she goes, "Come on, get over here." And meanwhile, Henry lights up a torch and goes, "Cover your ears!" and lights up the engine as the whole ship just ignites. And he goes, purrs like a kitten.
Oh my
Out of
god.
character. I'm kidding.
Yeah. And John picks up a map and he goes, Uncle Sam, all the engines are ready to rock and roll.
Let's do this. This is gonna be fun.
And then
This is gonna be great.
And then as Chigara looks on the surface, Paul Bunyan actually snaps the chains that are holding it. And then Uncle Sam just goes, all engines ahead! As the whole ship sputters to life and starts moving. And starts moving forward. And as it happens, Uncle Sam's walking by. He walks by like the control room and just goes, everyone ready?
Ready as we'll ever be.
Ready as hell.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Alright.
I have this image of Elena is playing this song while this is happening. And
Yeah,
Uncle Sam just
just
kind of gives
Chigaru
Elena like a
has
heads
his-
up.
Yeah, Chigaro has his hand behind his back and goes, let's give him hell.
And then as it's happening, you're all like helping them load up the giant fucking cannons. And as it's happening, it's port side ready to go! Port side armed! And one of the like oldest soldiers walks up to Uncle Sam and just goes, General, are we actually gonna start attacking Las Vegas? And he goes, looks like it. He goes, holy shit.
Holy shit.
And scene.